Okay, so, welcoming a new baby, right? It's a huge moment in any family.
Huge. And for an older child, that's a really significant life event. Big emotions involved.
Yeah, exactly. A whole emotional landscape to navigate. And that's what we're diving into today.
We're looking at a source called La Semilla Milagrosa, or the Miraculous Seed.
Right, by the Spanish popularizer Joan Doménech Cardenachs.
hmm And he discusses something he terms the Síndrome del Príncipe Destronado.
The Dethroned Prince Syndrome. That sounds intense. It's about that potential jealousy a child might feel.
Exactly. Even before the sibling arrives. And he uses this really touching story, the Miraculous Seed one, to illustrate it.
Okay, so our goal here is to pull out some key insights from this, yeah? About how to actually prepare an older child.
Focusing on empathy,
Mm,
addressing those potential fears they might have about being replaced or losing love.
makes sense. So the story itself, it involves a girl named Maria Paz.
Yes, young Maria Paz and her grandfather. They're on a walk in the woods outside Santa Marta.
And the setup is key, isn't it? The grandfather knows she's just learned about the pregnancy.
He's aware. He senses she might be processing things, maybe feeling curious, maybe a bit anxious about, no longer being the only one.
That's very perceptive of him. So how does he approach it?
Gently. He starts by calling the new baby a very beautiful gift, and specifically, a little brother for you,
Oh, framing it positively as something for her.
right away. And then he uses this lovely analogy. He talks about a very, very tiny seed growing in her mother's belly.
The miraculous seed.
That's the one. Developing little hands, little feet. He relates it back to her own beginning, saying it's just like when she was a baby growing.
Makes it less abstract, more real for her.
Definitely. And that leaves Maria Paz to ask the big question, the one that's probably on her mind.
Let me guess. Will I stop being your princess?
You got it. Then, will I stop being your princess?
That's the heart of the fear, isn't it? Losing her special place.
Absolutely. So his response must be crucial. And it is. It's so direct, so loving. He says, you have always been, you are, and you will always be my princess. You are my joy, and that will always be so.
Wow. Just straight up reassurance, no hesitation.
Zero hesitation. He validates her importance completely. You matter, and that won't change.
That's powerful. And he doesn't stop there, right? He brings in family history.
He does. He mentions that Maria Paz's own mother went through something similar when her sister Elba was born,
Showing it's a shared experience.
and points out how much her mother and Aunt Elba love each other now, that her mother wasn't, deprived of her space or love.
So adding a sibling doesn't mean subtraction.
Exactly. He calls love a marvel of life, suggesting it's something that actually grows.
Which leads beautifully into that other analogy, the heart being like a house.
Yes,
Yeah.
the big house with many rooms analogy. He explains, look, one room, the heart, that's full of love just for you, Maria Paz.
Okay, her own room.
Her own room. And then he says, another room will be filled with love for the new little brother.
So it's not about splitting the love in one room, it's about adding capacity.
Precisely. And he even lists others who live in her heart house: parents, and Elba, cousins, grandparents.
Right, illustrating just how much love a heart can actually hold. It's not a limited resource.
Not at all. And the message becomes really explicit. Having a brother does not mean that we love you less.
On the contrary, our heart grows bigger to love both of you.
Yeah. And he uses another little comparison too, like with toys.
How does that work?
Like, you can have many toys you love.
Yeah.
Getting a new one doesn't mean you suddenly stop loving the old ones.
Okay. You just love the new one too. Your capacity for loving toys expands.
Simple, but effective for a child's understanding.
Then the focus shifts a bit to the future relationship.
Yeah, he paints a picture of the brother being a playmate, maybe even her best friend forever.
Highlighting the positive connection they'll have. Shared fun, secrets.
Making it something to look forward to, not just something to be anxious about.
But critically, he also empowers Maria Paz, doesn't he? In her role as the older sister.
Oh, very much so. He tells her she'll be the one to teach her brother lots of things.
Giving her a really positive, important role. She's not just being passively displaced, she's gaining responsibility and status.
Exactly. Her brother will be lucky to have her to guide him. It positions her as essential in this new dynamic.
That's a really smart way to frame it.
Yeah.
And how does he conclude their talk?
With encouragement. He tells her to wait for her brother with excitement and joy, reminding her that this new baby is a miracle.
Just like she is a miracle.
Just like she is. And one final, powerful reassurance. Never forget that you are everything to us. We love you very much, Princess.
bringing it right back to her intrinsic value and their unwavering love. It ties it all together.
Beautifully, I think.
So listening to this, the core takeaway feels like, well, it's about empathy, isn't it? Really trying to see it from the child's perspective.
Absolutely. Empathy, open communication,
Yeah.
and just constant, consistent reassurance that they are loved, they're important.
And these simple analogies, the seed, the house, the toys, they seem really powerful for getting that message across, for tackling those underlying anxieties.
There really are. Sometimes a simple, heartfelt conversation using relatable images is the most effective way.
It really makes you think, though, this whole idea of expanding love, the heart, having many rooms.
Mm-hmm. Where are you going with that?
Well, I wonder how we can apply that same principle, reassurance, making space, seeing love as additive to other transitions in life.
That's interesting, like other situations where maybe people feel overshadowed
Yeah.
or like attention is being divided somehow.
Yeah, relationships changing, new people entering a group. How can we use that idea of an expanding heart elsewhere?
It's a good final thought. How that fundamental need for reassurance and understanding applies more broadly. Definitely something worth mulling over.